In this video, I want to talk about how we brought this food e-commerce brand to be losing money on ads at about a 1.6 ROAS to over 3.53 ROAS while scaling their ad spend. My name is Justin and I'm the founder at Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So this brand came to us actually towards the end of Q3 2022. So actually in August of 2022, the founder was following me, I believe, on YouTube or Instagram, reached out to me, and then we got on the call, and great brand overall. And we decided to move forward with them within the same day, essentially, that we had that call booked. I love it, when people come to us and they're ready to move forward, they know what they want and they just want to get at it. So it was pretty good, essentially, to be able to start with them that fast. So the whole project was to, first of all, get them back on Facebook ads. I'll explain to you that in a second. Help with Google ads, and last but not least, introduce TikTok ads, but more specifically UGC content into their overall ad strategy. So Q3 was already in motion. They had been working with the same agency for quite a while, and they were not necessarily getting the ad results that they wanted with their current team, causing them to worry about Q4, because Q4 is their best time of the year and they wanted to make sure they had a team that knew what to do during that period. Now, I'm also going to label that as a problem, but their old agency held all of their Facebook ad data in their own business manager. So they had actually been running ads with the agency for quite a while, and they kept all of the data within an ad account from the agency, which when they left that agency, the agency removed their access to that ad account, and they lost all of the ad data, all of the ad creatives, the copy, the targeting, everything that they had done on Facebook prior to that moment. So we had to start from a blank slate, new ad accounts when they first started working with us. And last but not least, they also did not have the capacity nor the time to mass produce UGC content. So solution, I kind of already started mentioning it. Well, we started with a fresh Facebook ads account, no choice. We had to start from scratch on there. So having to restart the learning of the platform. We also got started for the first time with TikTok. So we produced lots of UGC. It was a lot about creative testing at first. Our click-through rate was actually sub 1% initially. And through working with it, we actually got it up to 1.6, 1.7% on the platform. So leading to much better results than initially. And using these winners to bring on Facebook and finally bring this channel to profitability, as I'm mentioning here at the bottom. We also created a new and more optimized Google Performance Max campaign, causing a surge in Google ad results, and then really use that campaign to help scale them throughout, especially the month of October, which were key for us. So unfortunately, the only platform I have a before and after to show is Google overall, because TikTok, they never ran ads on it at all. Facebook, they had no data, so the whole ad account was new. There was nothing for us to look back in time. The only platform where there's a comparison was Google. If you look at Google results himself, which I'll show you in a second, as we've pivoted them to triple well once they first started working with us. But looking at that right here, Google reported back for the month before we started working with them an overall ROAS of 4.45. And now essentially 3 months later, it's actually reporting back at over 8 ROAS if you look at platform ROAS, just to compare apples with apples. And the overall account performance is actually 3.53. So the results you see on screen right now are actually from the middle of month 2 to the middle of month 3. Because once they first started working with us, from about the mid of August to the mid of September, results were honestly pretty poor. Because again, two new platforms, and then trying to optimize an older platform is the first time they ran any UGC. So I think we were at about 1.6 for that first month. Month 2, we actually ended at 1.9, so slight increase from month 1. And then in the middle of month 2 to the end of month 3, this is really where things started kicking off. So in that case, we're talking mid-October to mid-November, which led to a 3.53 triple well attributed ROAS. If you look at the platform ROAS, it's actually a 5.47 and basically $32,900 in purchase conversion value during that period. We went from about a $7,000 monthly ad spend run rate to about a $10,000 monthly spending run rate during that period of time. So I'm talking about the daily spends that we increased to get to technically a 10K run rate to about $500 more or less a day during that time period. So Looking at this right here, you can actually see the TikTok is not really a channel for us. We're trying to aim for conversions. It really is more of a creative sandbox for us to test these ad creatives and bring over to Facebook and make essentially Facebook ads that much better. Nonetheless, we still got some purchases attributed to TikTok. There is a discrepancy actually in the data that is reported here, because if you look at the column that talks about purchases reported back on the ad channel itself, it'd be 75, which technically 75 purchases would never be 0.15 ROAS, which is what's reported back for the ad platform itself. So again, ignore that data. I don't know why it's there, but got a mere 0.3 on TikTok. Again, our goal is just to push traffic to the site, but more importantly, to actually just test our ad creatives. If you look at Facebook, got 2.8, which is not too shabby for that client. Google is really where we were able to scale the spend quite a lot. Got 4.7 reported back on TripleWell, 8.07 if you look at the platform itself. So we basically doubled the Google Ads results during that time period. I mean, started from 0 all the way up to, again, initially a 1.6, 1.9, then a 2.8 on Facebook ad ROAS, leading to an overall account average of 3.53. We're honestly pretty happy with that advancement of this brand, especially considering the initial difficulties with the new ad accounts. There's a lot of these things which usually we would have not taken a brand that had no data. So as an example, if a brand comes to us and they never ever advertise on Facebook, we'll be kind of wary about taking them on for the platform in itself, as we usually are primarily focusing the spend on Facebook. In that case, it's one of the few clients where we focused more spend, so a bigger portion of the budget on Google rather than Facebook, just because the results were there. We had 3 campaigns working very well on Google. 2 of them were search campaigns. One was a search for general brand keywords in regards to the actual products. So this brand actually sells popcorn. So it was keywords related to popcorn in itself and actual more specific product keywords. So that campaign did pretty good. Second one is a campaign about gifts. So gifts, ideas, stuff, again, for the holidays. It's a great one. And last but not least, the Performance Max campaign was definitely also a very good help during that time. I would say usually when we advertise on Google, our Performance Max campaigns is pretty much always the top performer for most clients. So this is a must-have. Every client that we run Google Ads for, we have a Performance Max campaign on. We're usually also going to have search campaigns on. Shopping will depend based on the product and the way they have their Shopify store set up. Some brands, it's just way too messy on the back end to even get the link with Google Merchant Center, which makes it hard to run shopping ads. So sometimes we'll actually do it, sometimes we won't, but Performance Max is definitely a must-have for your e-commerce brand. And then looking at Facebook, the primary ad creatives that we were running is pretty much all UGC. We had a couple static ad creatives that we ran, especially around the Halloween period, which is included on these results. But it was primarily UGC, which is usually what we find working best right now. Again, really what works on TikTok is a strong indicator of what will work on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're listening to this and you're an e-commerce brand making at least $50,000 a month with your brand, then I invite you to check the description below, find the link where you can actually click on it and book in a call with our team, fill out the questionnaire, and on that call, we'll actually walk you through our e-commerce marketing solutions, see if you're a good fit for one of our e-commerce marketing programs, and hopefully we'll end up partnering together and help you scale through omnichannel paid advertising, UGC production, and creative editing. If not, if you're an e-commerce brand under $50,000 per month, or you're a marketer and you do Facebook ads, TikTok ads, Google ads, I invite you to check the description below and join our free Facebook group where you're one of the first to know about these upcoming YouTube videos. You have access to our exclusive 25 minutes video training on TikTok. And last but not least, any questions that you may have, you can ask on that group. Other group members can assist you, but more importantly, I can also chime in and give you my take on this, as I'm pretty active within that group and respond usually within a day or so. On that note, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll be seeing you guys in next video. Peace.